I want to dig deeper on this and bring in someone who knows Kamala Harris best. They first met as little girls when Harris was 4 and she was 5. And tomorrow she will be watching her BFF, her best friend, be sworn in as Vice President of the United States. Joining me now, the Vice President-elect's childhood friend, Stacey Johnson Batiste. Stacey, I want to start with this. I never trust a woman who doesn't have girlfriends. And the fact that Kamala Harris has her best friend since the age of 4, that's a pretty good sign. Help us understand what all of this has been like for you, someone who's known her since she was 4 years old.
It is amazing. But first I want to say I got chills when I saw your last piece about the fact that the Howard band is going to escort her up. I mean, that just gives me chills. And I know Kamala loved Howard. Oh, my God, that was her heart. And my daughter also graduated from graduated from Hampton and loved her school. So that's exciting. But what this means to me, I am just overjoyed. I'm so proud of her. Kamala has always been a dynamic person, just a kind, warm, passionate, very thoughtful person, very smart, conscientious. It's, so much of that from her mother, Shamala, who I really wish could, be here to witness this. I know she would be beaming. And I believe Shamala's spirit is certainly with her and has been guiding her.
You grew up together in Berkeley, and that was during the civil rights and the anti-war movements. How has that shaped who she is today?
I think our childhood, growing up in Berkeley, and the fact that, her mother, Shamala, was independent, fiercely strong, protective. Kamala and I grew up or were raised by mothers who were very independent and, ahead of their time. But I also think the culture of Berkeley at that time, it has always been very diverse. So it was a very diverse community. The kindergarten that she and I went to was progressive, for that time period. And we grew up seeing, protests and civil rights marches, and whatever issue was going on around, our state or the country or the world, Berkeley knew about it. So I think the foundation that she has is solid. She brings a perspective of knowing about so many different types of people. Just the fact that she is part Jamaican American, Indian American, raised as Black. She has the point of view of knowing what people have struggled through, and I just think that she's the perfect person, the perfect pick, with the experience and the wisdom needed during the time that we're going through.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.